Sydney Radka, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is April 14th, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I am joined by Jim Sinicropi and Rhett Ticconi of the Seneca Falls Country Club. Today's show is brought to you by Wilson Press and Mail House in Seneca Falls. You can let the experience design get you noticed in the marketplace. You can go to wilsonpress.com to get started.
Really busy last three weeks, almost a month now. Yeah, the weather's cooperated, and It's been a great early season to start the 2021 golf season up here.
And it's only just begun, huh?
Yeah, and Rhett's been able to institute a lot of changes, and and full disclosure, I'm on the board down there, so I'm involved as well.
Right.
And essentially, the pandemic has really opened things up for golf. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but first, Rhett, just give everybody a background on your career. It's been a pretty interesting career.
I'm excited to hear.
I've been around a little bit. I started out with the Miami Dolphins back in 1995, so that was a while ago.
Long time ago.
Time flies. Actually, I've been gone from there a lot longer than I worked there at this point. It's crazy how fast time goes. But I worked there until for 12 years, and then from there went to Cornell University. I worked for the football team there in the athletic department, and did all the operations for them as well. Then moved on to New York Chiropractic College,
right,
up until last year, and then now started at the beginning of this year at Seneca Falls Country Club.
So, your whole life has been surrounded by some type of sports-related thing, which I feel like so many people, that's like dream jobs.
Yeah, it definitely, starting right out of college with the Dolphins was definitely a dream job.
Ego booster right there. You're like, look at me.
That was like a 90-hour-a-week in-season job, right?
It's crazy.
You were pretty much
sure.
It's crazy job.
And so what he did there was, coordinate the travel.
All the logistics of the team.
Fun.
Operations, game day, entertainment, you name it, marketing. When I first started, then I moved into the operations and dealt with the team.
Wow.
A lot of that, the team travel, the team training camp, facility, all that stuff. That was a large job, large responsibility.
So if you were the one to mess something up, all the fingers got pointed right at you.
Yeah, so if the cookies didn't have chocolate chips in them, that was on me, right?
Well, the best story from your time with the Dolphins, you have a lot of good stories. We're friends, so I've heard all the stories. But share a lot of people might remember when there was an earthquake in California, and was it a Monday night football game?
Fires.
Oh, fires, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Share that story.
Yeah, so I did the advanced travel too, so I would go out on a Thursday or a Wednesday to get everything ready for the team's arrival.
Right.
When they played an away game.
And we were playing on away games. So I would do that, and then the team would come in on Saturday and then stay overnight at the hotel. Game Sunday, we'd fly back Sunday. So everybody always wonders, how did everybody, those teams just don't show up at games, right? The team's coming to Buffalo. There's a lot that goes into getting that team to Buffalo.
Of course.
So we were out in San Diego, and everything was great. And my parents even were coming out for that game with my aunt and uncle, and everybody came out. And Saturday morning, I woke up, and I couldn't see out my hotel room.
Scary.
It was just a cloud of smoke. And they were talking about some fires, but they weren't talking about coming towards San Diego and getting down that far towards the city. And so I called the NFL office and told them, hey, we got a problem here. They're starting to think about using the stadium as an emergency relief area.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So this is Saturday. The game wasn't supposed to be until Monday.
Right.
So they had no idea, and I said, well, you might want to think about what's going to happen here. So talked to them further. The team started having to deal with just getting their players and their staff and everybody, Chargers I'm talking about, safe, get them out of there. A lot of them had to evacuate their houses, things like that. I said, this game, I don't know if it's going to happen. And very rarely will the NFL cancel a game. They'll do everything they can to get a game scheduled. Now they're a lot more flexible after what happened last year. They've seen that they can move games and it's okay, and they'll make it work. But this was back in the time when they really didn't want to move games and cancel games or anything like that. So they still had the team fly to San Diego, and the fires are getting worse and worse on Sunday. And as the team's flying in the air, I'm trying to arrange for the team to land in Las Vegas or land in San Francisco because they're thinking of alternate sites for the game. This is all while the team's flying. And back then, I couldn't really get a hold of anybody on the plane, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So they're headed that way. I'm arranging buses in Las Vegas. I'm arranging buses in San Francisco and Arizona, not knowing where they're going to land. and still dealing with everything to actually have them land in San Diego, too. So they do land in San Diego. Shortly thereafter that, the league decides to move the game to Arizona. Because Arizona had just played there. Mm-hmm. The hotel that the Niners were staying in was available for the next morning. The team,
Go Niners!
The Niners fan, huh?
Yeah, I am.
So we ended up we stayed in San Diego, and then the next morning flew to Arizona on a Monday morning.
And you got to arrange these travel arrangements for 150 people, right?
Yeah. So we're in San Diego, and I'm arranging for a hotel stay just for the afternoon, basically for a day, a lunch and a dinner for the next day, but they had already done the Niners that day before, so they were ready for us. So we got everybody rescheduled. Junior Seau, God rest his soul, he took everybody down to his restaurant. All the players and some of the staff went down to his restaurant in San Diego that night because, we all arranged, the small group of us arranged the rest of the travel accommodations. So Monday we flew to Phoenix. My parents drove to Phoenix, right?
Oh, wow.
To watch the game, and then we played the game in Arizona, and then flew back. And I got a few other experiences like that with some hurricane stuff down in New Orleans and Florida. But yeah, crazy.
If it wasn't for you,
me and a lot of a good number of others that helped. But yeah, it was crazy. The teams don't just show up in the cities and play and then disappear, right? It doesn't just go like that.
They need to eat. They need to sleep. They need to practice.
Got to get the equipment there. The equipment there's tons and tons
crazy.
of equipment.
And you think of 28 teams, or how many teams are in that?
32.
32.
Yeah.
32 teams doing this every week, or 16 travel teams.
16, yeah.
Crazy.
God, no.
Yep.
So, by the sounds of just this story, I feel like Seneca Falls Country Club is in really good hands.
We don't have any wildfires.
Yeah, this is nothing.
No, not a breeze. Everything, every job has lots of details and lots of things to take care of. Whether it's taking the Dolphins to San Diego or planning a wedding with bride and groom. There's a lot of important details that go into running any facility. Right?
Very true.
So you start this position in January, and we got a new season coming. It's been different. We're coming off a great season because of the pandemic, which one thing that's been good because of the pandemic is the golf industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
People have appreciated the opportunity to go outside for 2 hours, 4 hours playing. It was one of those activities you could still do. How's it going so far? As we now the season started early, which is a good thing with the good weather.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, the pandemic. There's some silver linings to be taken from all that's happened, and the golf industry is definitely taking advantage of being an outside activity.
Yeah.
And one where you can actually spread out. You can walk the course if you want. And, for a while there was, you had your individual carts, but now that everybody's kind of more comfortable and being allowed to ride together, it's been even better because it's opened it up for so many people to be able to come and play. And I think it's carried over to this year too. You see such a large demand for people just starting to play golf, just wanting to get into golf.
Yeah.
And it's been great for the industry. It's been great for our club.
A lot of new members this year.
Yeah, a lot of new members.
A lot of youngish couples joining as members. And again, it's appreciation for what golf is, not only as a game itself, but the venue, which is an outdoor open space.
Sure.
And so we're pretty excited, and Rhett's done a great job so far in terms of getting our merchandising's been great. We've got a lot of new merchandise in the pro shop. A lot of it's branded too with the 1925 date because it's the 100th year of the Seneca Falls Country Club in 2025. Wow. So that's coming up.
Okay.
And share. So the biggest thing coming down the pipe for those of you that go to Seneca Falls Country Club will be, I think we're investing in some upgrades to our exterior.
Yeah. So
share.
just not only for new members, but you also want to cater to our current members and members that have been there for a long time. So we want to have enhancements and amenities that cover all our bases. New amenities obviously always would attract new people, but also make it a destination not only for golf, but just a place to come have dinner or come hang out outdoors. So we're trying to enhance a little bit of the facility for outdoor seating and things of that nature, a little bit outdoor dining now that we're getting to
newer furniture, some nice newer furniture for the patio and surrounding areas, and fire pit. Yeah, we're
gonna add a fire pit so we can have some hangout time afterwards, after golf, or just in the evening after dinner, or just to come down and hang out. We're also upgrading our driving range. There was a membership fundraiser that helped to upgrade our driving range, where we're going to have a permanent artificial turf mat there.
Oh,
which
awesome.
Will also moving that back will also give us a few more yards to hit a few more longer irons.
And that's getting laid today. The turf is actually getting laid on the concrete today.
Yeah, they're installing that today, and then we're going to have the landscaping done in the next few days. And so hopefully the driving range will be open for everybody that's been asking and wondering. Hopefully we'll be open with that next week. So
I have never still gone to a single driving range.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe you should.
I know. I am known as a tournament golfer, I guess.
You're known as a tournament golfer? Like
no.
Around the area?
Like professional tournaments?
That's me.
She is a tournament golfer.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, I guess how I know myself is as a tournament player.
Scramble golfer.
Yeah,
Scramble golfer.
Yeah. I'm a scrambler.
Drinks.
But yeah. And now I'm trying to
actually play.
Be a little bit more serious, and I think it's because one time Jim said, like, if you actually tried a little bit more, you could be kind of good.
Yeah, she hit some better shots than you'll see. She hits great shots.
Oh,
but only like one of every 5 is great.
Yeah.
If you can make 3 of every 5 great, now you're golfing.
Well, I think that's with anybody that's trying to play golf or wants to. I think there's a little bit of level of scared.
Yes, absolutely.
That they're just nervous about one in front of other people.
Yeah, that's a big hang-up.
That's a big one.
It really is. Even in tournaments, sometimes we have had run into where some people take the tournament a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
We were not taking the tournament serious, and I'm like, all right, please just play through me, go.
Right. What people need to understand is new golfers they're scared to hit a ball in front of other people is nobody really cares.
Right.
They do not care how well you hit the ball. They're not going to remember it after you're gone.
Yeah.
Just lose that inhibition and enjoy the game. It's hard for everybody.
Yeah, it's a hard game even for the best. It's a hard game. But so once you get past that, and I think you can overcome just worrying about how I'm going to hit it and try. And I think most people find that hey, I can do this. It's not too bad.
And it's kind of enjoyable. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be as crazy as I am sometimes in tournaments. I want to actually relax and play some good golf.
Yeah, most scrambles are just about fun anyways, and raising money for a good cause.
I have some fun at those scrambles, and I do love them, and I'm already looking forward to some of your guys' tournaments.
The Generations Bank American Cancer Society Scramble on June
16th, I believe.
I think that's when we play.
So soon.
Yeah, it's coming up.
June. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that's what I like.
If you're a new golfer, if you want to get into the game, my suggestion is go to a driving range first and just get yourself so you can hit the ball, and then get with somebody who's played before. Go to a golf course, get a tee time, and play. And don't be afraid. If you're struggling to pick up your ball and wait for the next hole to keep moving along, you might not even want to keep score the first couple times you play. And what most people I think find is, as frustrating as golf is, when you go out there, you might hit 1 or 2 good shots. You might make a long putt, and you might hit a great drive, or you might hit a shot from 120 yards that lands 5 feet from the hole. Those shots will keep you coming back.
Absolutely.
They make you feel a certain way.
It does.
That most sports can't. And it's elusive. I play a ton of golf. I'm a 4 handicap and play a lot of golf. And golf's all relative. There's people that are way better than me, but there's a lot of people that think that I'm great. But for someone like me that plays a lot of golf and it's a 4 handicap, I hit way more marginal shots than I do good shots. Golf is not about hitting good shots every time. It's about not hitting horrible shots and managing the shots that aren't
managing your
perfect.
game.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's a mental thing.
You're always chasing that perfect shot. You know?
Are you a very advocate golfer like Jim?
I'm a very average golfer.
Average golf?
I love golf. It's my favorite sport.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing to be around, golf and basketball. But, doing the podcast with Jim over the years and playing so much golf when I was in Florida
He's
in the
played
off
a
season,
lot of
golf
hard courses across the nation.
And
That's
that's
awesome.
my favorite thing. Whether always trying to shoot a good score, but I'm always and have been very fortunate to play some very, very nice courses.
Hard courses, I'm sure.
Hard, but more hard to get on.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
what's always been great about some of the courses I've played.
That's cool.
So I've always liked to chase the next course. What's the next really cool and exclusive course that I can get on?
It really is. It is
which is
intriguing.
Pinehurst in November, right?
Pinehurst will be the next one. Yeah.
I've heard you talk about
Well, we went to
before.
Pinehurst a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was hearing it from. How did you feel about the Masters? I'm sure you both watched that.
Oh yeah.
The outcome of it. Wasn't it the guys, like, the first time someone from his...
yeah.
From Japan, was
Yeah.
ever won
First
a
time
major.
Japanese.
A male from Japan has
Yeah.
ever won a major championship. Yeah.
See, I actually caught myself watching it more than I have, and like TJ was taking a nap or something, and I caught myself being like, "Oh no!" like screaming at the TV because like I was watching someone like miss a really easy putt or something, and I'm like, "Come on, you guys are in the Masters."
Yeah,
Like,
that just goes to show you.
Looks like
an
an
average
easy putt.
or a new golfer, especially a new golfer. Like if I miss a 5-foot putt, I get a little upset. But if you're going to golf, you're going to miss 5-foot putts. You're going to make some. You're going to miss some. Even at the highest level, they miss them. But sometimes a new golfer, will miss like 2 or 3 5-foot putts in a row, and they're like, "I suck."
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's just golf. You're gonna always miss 5-foot putts. Hopefully, you make more than you miss over time. But so yeah, and that's what we're seeing in this pandemic is a lot of new golfers, or a lot of people that had played, like you in a couple tournaments. Now are playing their own ball and they're playing weekly.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's great for the game of golf, and it's great for facilities like Seneca Falls Country
It's
Club.
great for Seneca Falls Country Club,
Yeah.
for sure. And, that being said, too, preceding me, Jim did a lot of work over the years and still does. Mike Farrar, who's been a great help to me and has been a great leader at the club there as well. He's the president of the board. Brad Boschmann, who's the greenskeeper, had done a great job. I mean,
Phenomenal.
from what the shape of the course 2 years ago to what it is now is just 1,000 times better than it was. And it's always
That's
been
awesome.
a great layout. The course struggles with some drainage issues, some things like that have always kind of kept it.
And frankly, money issues. It
Yeah.
costs a lot to maintain a golf course, and so
I can imagine.
things were tentative down there for several years, and you try to walk a fine line of how much money you can save while still keeping the course in a acceptable condition. And sometimes you err on the wrong side, and things go a little south. But we really have things in order down there now, thanks to Brad Boschmitter and like
It's exciting.
what Rhett's doing, and Mike Farrar as well, been a big part. Our town supervisor as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
In Seneca Falls.
And when you go out there for the first time, in the spring we have competitive spring rates, and moving into the summer our rates are competitive as well. But when you see the course, you have no issues with what we charge for 18 holes. The course is beautiful and it's in great shape. Literally watching the grass grow a couple weeks ago when I'm sitting in the pro shop and it's brown one day and it's green the next. And I'm like, wow, this is really what they say mean when you watch the grass grow. But it's as green as can be right now and in great shape. The greens are running fast, and we've purchased some new equipment that really will help upgrade the rough areas and the fairways. It also takes care of the course better with some of the newer equipment that we have. We've done some things in the pro shop to brighten it up and really focus on the SFCC branding and some cool new stuff that's there and also coming in. We do, most importantly right now though, this year we're to get new members, we're running a new member special that you can join as a single for $899
Which is
And,
great.
That includes your golf cart.
Right.
Yeah, or you can join as a family, which we encourage, heavily encourage, couples and couples with children to join, and that's also at a great rate at $12.99, and that includes the cart.
Wow.
And
For both people too, and the kids. So you pay the $12.99.
George.
So
George moved my camera. I think we're good.
He's exploring down there.
He is. George is still here, if you remember from
He's
last
a dog.
show.
He's not a person.
Yeah, George, he's a man climbing around the ground. But I do think it's great, all the stuff that you're saying, because I also really love for like the community. You guys are another option for, like you said, the outdoor seating. I think is going to be so big this summer, and people just want to get out. And even if they're not golfing, like you guys have great food too.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's a unique place to come if you're in Seneca Falls or the surrounding area, just to come down and hang out, even if you're not golfing. Very pleasant with a lake view. Yeah. And great food and drink. So, like right now, for instance, a lot of people I think don't come down because they're not sure, are they open? Are they serving? We've gained a lot of traction during the pandemic doing Friday night, Wednesday night takeout dinners and pickup and delivery. But now that we're heading into the season, I think, what is it, Wednesday? What's this?
Yeah, we'll be open on a more regular basis, but Wednesdays and Fridays are big nights. But we'll be open. The restaurant will be open essentially 6 days a week for dinner.
Awesome.
And then 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week for lunch. We haven't really finalized it yet, but
you can check out the website for the latest.
Yep.
SenecaFallsCountryClub.com.
You heard it here first.
Exactly.
So, Jim, are you going to be golfing today?
Yeah, I think Rhett's playing. Rhett gets to play once a week now.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Once a week?
Oh, well, that's okay. Usually I played once a week, even in my previous job as well, so once or twice. But try to take Wednesdays off if we don't have a tournament and get out and play a little golf.
And it's like a nice day out now. I want you to let us know, though, about the weather.
Oh, you were trying to transition to the weather.
Yeah, I was curious, actually, if you were going to play. But, yeah, we need to know about this weekend for golfers as well.
Not the best weekend that we've ever had.
Great.
But still kind of normal for this time of year. We've been spoiled with good weather. Friday is going to be cooler. High of 47, a little windy. Wind out of the west at 7 to 16 miles per hour, and a 60% chance of rain later in the afternoon, and then a little rain into the night Friday. But then on Saturday, things start to improve. Should be a pretty nice day. Starts out cloudy, gets sunny as the day goes on, high in the mid to upper 50s. So it's nice. It's actually a perfect day for outdoor activities. I was going to say,
is it a good golf day? Would you say that's perfect for you?
It's a great golf day. It's a great yard work day. Well, which a lot of people are doing.
Every day's perfect.
I was going to say, let's get one thing straight. For Jim, every day is a great golf day because I've played with him and it's been 35 degrees out and snowing. So we can get it around in whenever we possibly can if everybody's in the right frame of mind. But that being said,
don't like playing in the rain.
No, the rain's not a lot of fun. But
cold I can do.
Yep. You guys, you're crazy. You're a different level golfer for sure.
And then after Saturday, Sunday warms up a little more with a high near 60. Just a chance of late day showers as well. And then heading back for the work week on Monday, warming up, partly sunny, high near 61. So
I'm hoping I'm just going to give it 2 weeks. And then I'm hoping we are consistently above 60 in 2 weeks. That would
be nice.
Yeah. Because I got teased so much when it was 70 degrees and I was like, this is it. This is my life. I love it so much. And then now we've been in the 50s and I've actually been like, I'm cold.
Yeah, well, it's April.
It's ridiculous.
But we've been lucky on both ends. We've had great falls and we've had great early springs now. I mean, I don't know if it's climate change or what it is, but it works for us here in the Finger Lakes.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Are you guys doing anything fun and exciting this weekend in the Finger Lakes?
I don't have any plans, really.
Are you working?
Do you work like pretty much every day?
About 6 days a week.
Yeah.
It's the season though.
Right.
The winter time, I'm a little bit quieter and I can do other things. I help Pat Prane coach the varsity basketball team at Miners.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, I love basketball too, so that gives me the opportunity. It's really the best of both worlds because in the winter I can handle preparing for the next season at as I see fit or as I need to.
A lot more free time in the winter
but also you enjoy what you're doing,
Right.
which is a
Yeah.
big bonus.
So I mean, like they always say, if you love what you do, it's not really work. So
Yeah.
you know, growing up, I played at Wayne Hills because I'm from Lyon. So we just talked about that. Right?
You could tell me all the good details about it.
Well, that was my home course growing up, and I just always, loved being around golf and sports, and so whether it was professional sports, I worked at a golf course in college down in Miami, so I always thought maybe someday it'd be cool to run a golf course. So this is a great opportunity. It's
Love
just
it.
kind of
Bucket list stuff. He's just checking it off.
No, it's awesome. I think that I obviously love Seneca Falls Country Club. I worked there when I was a kid and played there since I was 13, and I love golf, and so the place is special to me, and I'm excited that it's in Rhett's hands now to kind of take us to where we want to go.
Excited for you guys.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So,
I'm also excited for me when I go there.
Yeah, I would, and we're booking tee times online now, right?
Yeah,
Rhett?
that's the other part of it,
That's
too.
big.
We just started last week booking tee times online, so you can go right to SenecaFallsCountryClub.com, and right at the top, click on the book online. Takes you right to the tee sheet, so you can see available times, and you pick your time, and you can go ahead and book your tee time, and it pops right up on our tee sheet, and you come on out and play your round of golf.
Yeah, you got to put a
Real
deposit
easy.
down with a credit card or pay the whole thing, whatever you
Yep.
want. But,
Yeah.
Very simple.
So you and TJ or whoever you want to can go on there, get your time,
Yep.
come to Seneca Falls and play some golf. Play some real golf, not your four-man scramble.
Get some dinner afterwards and hang out on the patio.
That's what I'm loving. You're going to keep people even longer after golfing because they're going to want to hang out and they're going to want to be at that space in the fire pit and everything. And I know we're out of time.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. So what we learned today is don't be scared to golf. Everybody sucks sometimes, and go to Seneca Falls Country Club because you guys have a lot in store for this season.
I got to give a quick shout out on last weekend, Saturday I think it was, went to a restaurant called Mix in Ithaca.
Oh, okay.
It was incredible.
Never even heard of it.
I hadn't either.
Oh, wow.
It's called Mix, and it doesn't look like too much from the outside, but really different kind of feel inside. It's kind of like half Thai, half nightclub. I don't even know how to explain it, but the menu is unbelievable.
Huh.
Is it MIX mix?
MIX Mix.
Huh.
Yeah, so for instance, they have a great menu of different steaks every
sign me
cut, so
up.
that's one of their key things. But then they have all these different plates, similar to a lot of restaurants do now, where they have the sharing plates. But everything from some of the things that we got were seared tuna over
Yum.
ramen with a ginger sauce.
Sounds amazing.
Fried chicken waffle with a sweet chili syrup.
Wow.
Speaking my language.
Sweet
Brussels
chili syrup,
sprouts.
how does that work?
Parmesan Brussels sprouts that were every now and then you put something in your mouth, you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. That was unbelievable. How did they make that? The Brussels sprouts were like that. So much that we ordered another order.
To go?
Because we just, everybody, I said, you got to try these, and then let's get another order.
Love that.
But the place was pretty cool, something different, and if you're down in Ithaca, called Mix.
Absolutely. Love that. I love your reviews. I love the restaurant reviews that come in from you and your family. Because then I go there and I'm like, wow, he was right.
Well, if he makes a mean Brussels sprout himself too. I've had
Right,
those,
so that's like a...
So I think Brussels sprouts are making a big comeback in the last
they're
couple
great.
of
I love
years.
Brussels sprouts. A lot of people were iffy, I feel like, about Brussels sprouts.
Back in the day when people made Brussels sprouts, they used to just make them like they would any vegetable back in the day.
Right.
They would just kind of steam
Steam
them
them
and
and-
roast them and not season them too much.
Right.
But you throw a little bit of spice on top of those Brussels sprouts and give
Now
them a
we're
good
fancy.
char.
A little buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really they're great. They're among my favorites. I love Brussels sprouts.
I think I'll make some tonight now. Thank you for that.
right
Thank you
after you
for...
go to the driving range.
No,
Work on
I'm not
it.
going to go to the driving range today, but I will. I need to. I literally just told TJ, I'm like, literally never been to a driving range. I think we should probably go.
We can get you a couple buckets of balls out at Seneca Falls Country Club next week.
Thank you. I will do that for sure. Thank you for coming on the
Oh,
show.
it's a pleasure.
It was
Thank you.
great.
Thanks, Rhett.
And thank you, everybody that joined us. Of course, if you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back next Wednesday, of course. And until then, have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes.